You understand? Because you might pass around that construction site. Echinja nechiva mu 12th floor. Nekuba oba enyondo. This is one of the reasons I'm talking about fire, number one. Because it has happened in our house to one of my sons. So I caution also the people outside there, the other chefs and cooks, to be very careful about OSH, occupational health and safety.
Yeah.
And I extremely cold. There is another kind of clothing you are supposed to put on that keeps you warm and not allow that coldness, because maybe that cold room or that freezer, -18 and beyond.
All right, it's me again, your chef, your host, Chef Talk. And indeed, we've been missing you. It has been a while. Hope you've been missing us too. And today, we are back with something that you've been asking yourself. Many of you were like, these guys are talking about a lot of things, but they have not talked about our safety as a worker, your safety as a worker. Have you ever thought of it that you as a person, it's you that everything should start with? Does your boss talks about the PPE? Did he provide for you chef's jacket? Safety boot. Do you even know what it means? Guys, just know, we have more than you think in our archive, that we are just more than ready to share it with you. We understand people start working without even considering that your safety should start with you. And you are the reason as to why that company has to survive when you are alive in the company. So today, me and my brother Chef Timothy Titus, we are going to talk about your safety as a worker, on your job. We are talking about your job. That is our Chef Talk Uganda, and we are coming live on your screen. Stay tuned. We are coming.
Chef Talk.
Yes. Chef Titus.
Yes, sir.
You most welcome.
Thank you, Chef.
Welcome back.
Thank you, Chef.
But where have you been?
Welcome back to
We had given ourselves
commercial break.
a commercial break.
Yes.
By the way, I came to when we were in that commercial break, I came to realize so many people are following. When I got some calls when people are like, "Hey, today I didn't see the Chef Talk for today," I was like, "Hey, you coming?"
Yes. They are demanding.
They are demanding.
And we are here back.
But we are back with our sponsor,
Yes.
Pearl of Africa Cheese.
Pearl of African Cheese, thank you so much for sponsoring, being a partner of Chef Talk Uganda. Every cheese for
Every dish.
yes.
By the way, when we talk about Pearl of African Cheese, of recently I had some student and I was trying to teach about these types of cheese.
Yes.
I didn't know the video will go viral, and I got some other company that does cheese, and they were like, "Chef, that Pearl of Africa cheese just started of recently. We started years back. We even have better than that." I was like, that is what it is. But Pearl of Africa cheese has got the best cheese. Every cheese for every dish. Bro,
yes.
When you use Pearl of African cheese, you'll just thank us later. We even got for him some business in Gulu.
Yes.
People in Gulu are calling now for cheese. It was one morning and they called. "We need cheese in Gulu.
Yes.
Can Pearl of Africa cheese deliver?"
Supply?
Yes. Surprisingly, the guy was on alert. He delivered.
Okay, nice.
So, Nimalo Court.
Yeah, Nimalo Court, located in Busambaga. No place better than Nimalo Court, most especially the rooftop called Wipolo Bar.
Wipolo Bar.
Yes, Wipolo. Very nice view. You view Lake Victoria. You view the Entebbe International Airport as the planes take off and land. So you'll be there enjoying birds singing. You don't want to be disturbed. You're chilling with your family or maybe with your friend. You're out for a date. The best place I can tell you for the date.
I'm planning something.
I wish you could reverse your age a little bit and get for the road. And
does it really need to first leave us? Even where I am, I can have a date and we just chill up there on the rooftop of Wipolo.
Yes, and then after you go back home for this, okay, fine, that's okay.
Anyway, for you who may wish to have something where you will have your cadet and everything will be sorted, that starts with the place where you have taken someone.
Yeah.
Chief Titus.
Yeah.
We have our people that we will need to shout out to. True. And one of them, it was his birthday. Surprisingly.
Wow.
Julio. That guy is called Julio. Julio is one of the very young, energetic, and when it comes to flute carving, oh my God. The boy has put my hands down. I'm always busy putting my hands up, but whenever I look at the work this boy does, my hands are down.
Okay, that's good.
The boy is good.
Happy birthday to you, Julio. May you live to blow hundreds of candles.
Yes. Others, you look at them, they are there. We'll see how we shout out them back.
But we also shout out to our viewers.
Oh, by the way.
We give very big shout out to you, our viewers. Most especially those who have worked with us a very long distance.
Yeah, indeed.
From where we began up to here, thank you for supporting us and thank you for being with us. We are because you are.
That's it.
Without you, we wouldn't be having this show.
We are not there.
Who would you be talking to?
Of course, no one.
Goodness, you're there.
So we shout out to you, our dear followers, and please, if you find it interesting, please don't forget to share. We've talked about so many safety, the way you have been breaking them down. Safety. We talked about food safety. We talked about
public health. We talked about HACCP.
But there is one thing that we have been forgetting. I don't know whether we did it deliberately, that we had to bring it at its right time, or we're just not giving it attention.
You see, the word safety, the word safety is a very big word and can combine a lot of things.
I know.
If you break down safety,
it's
not something that you can't talk in 1 day or 2 days even.
I understand.
Because safety itself came up with several organizations, and safety itself employs a lot of people worldwide, world through. When we talk about food safety, how many people are employed by food safety? How many people are employed to monitor food safety in the world? Every kitchen, every food production, every manufacturing plant, everywhere.
I don't want you to take me there.
Yes.
Don't take me there. I understand. I understand. Even someone who commented and is like, you overshadow me with a lot of English.
I'm not.
You overshadow me. But anyway, before you explain to them that, let them understand today's topic. It is the safety of
workplace safety.
The workplace safety.
I was still coming there.
No. Yes. Let's go straight there.
To workplace safety.
To workplace safety. Because when you start to explain safety, just like the way you said, it's a broad word. Kinene. But njagala tufunulire workplace safety. Manya abantu bangi bagenda ku mirimo, abantu bangi bakola emirimu nga mukozi mulungi. But nga ignored some of these things. Either by nga boss ignored them or n'omukozi mwenyini nyini nga ignored them. And these things are the things that ebikuprotectinga gwe nga gwe omuntu. At one time I told someone nemugamba, those gloves you putting on, they are not protecting a client, they are protecting you. So use them understanding that they are protecting you.
Yes.
So there are a lot that these chefs need to know, that it's for their own safety. Even before they practice food safety. But even them, they need to have their own safety.
Okay.
So what are those that really...
In Uganda, most especially, we have what we call the union.
For the chefs?
No,
yes.
not Uganda Professional Chefs Union. There is what they call Workers Union.
Yes.
Have you ever heard of Workers Union?
Yes.
Is a union, an organization that helps workers understand their rights. And what part of your right is your safety at work. It is a right. It is a right that you must have, that the employer must provide for you. You understand? Now, union promote what they call OSH. Workers Union promote what they call OSH, which actually here in Uganda it began around 2006.
Okay.
Like we said last time in the second episode of food safety, we talked about HACCP beginning in 1960s.
Yes.
We talked about public health beginning in the 18th century. And then OSH, here comes OSH, which began with ILO. ILO has been promoting OSH since its creation. That's on around 1919. 18 is to 19th century.
OSH, what are you meaning?
OSH is occupational safety and health. Occupational health and safety.
OSH, I was even going to say ocean. OSH.
Yes.
OSH.
Occupational safety and health.
And health.
When you're occupying space, when you're occupying a work job and so on, what is your safety?
Yes. That one. What
as you will be working. Safety? You understand?
Yes.
So OSH actually is promoted, it has been promoted by ILO, what we call ILO, International Labour Organization. That's why I was trying to marry it with the Ugandan organization where we call the Workers Union. Because ILO sponsor also our union, Workers Union of Uganda, here in Uganda.
Wow.
And they are busy promoting the occupational.
But how many of us knows that union that is there for us? How many of us? Because I see one thing we always learn very fast now that social media came. I think these are other issues are even supposed to be handled by unions. But we just go to social media. Even the hotel themselves, they even don't know that there is
a union.
There is a union.
We have workers MP. Are you aware of that?
You're telling it to me now.
Have you ever heard of a workers MP? Have you ever heard of Minister of Labour?
I'm talking as a chef.
Yes.
Have you ever heard of a parliament talking about a chef?
So long as you pay taxes, then you are categorized under labor organization. When you're employed and they deduct your NSSF. Then it is your right. Those people advocate for your right. It is also your right to know that that is a body that takes care or handles your rights. We have minister.
We do.
Minister of labor, a full
ministry of labor. We do.
And also cooking is labor offered.
It could be even the first to be prioritized, by the way. It could even be the first to be prioritized, if I'm not mistaken.
We said public health started in 1845, and we said HACCP, hazard analysis. Yes, by those ones started around 1960. And then we are saying OSH started in 1919, actually before even HACCP.
OSH started even before HACCP.
Now, the UN Council, there's what we call the WHO, World Health Organization. World Health Organization works together with public health to disenfranchise information concerning public health, concerning human health, concerning human safety, sensitization, malaria, ABC. Now, OSH, which began also and is promoted by ILO, began now OSH is about the surrounding, is a system. HACCP was a system by astronauts.
Yes.
OSH is a system that was promoted by ILO to oversee the safety of workers at their workplaces. Have you ever moved around the streets, maybe in the city?
I do, every day.
You can find there a construction, very tall building. And yes, and they put there that be aware of fallen debris.
Yep.
That is occupational health safety. You understand? Because you might pass around that construction site. Echinja nechiva mu 12th floor. Nekuba oba enyondo. You see the hammer. The guy is roofing it up on the 12th floor.
And it
slips and it finds you down here. You imagine from 12th floor up to your head down here.
The skull is smashed.
Exactly. That's occupational health and safety. You understand? As chefs, let's specialize. This is a chef talk.
Yes, that's where I wanted mostly to.
No, that was an introduction.
I know.
Now, as we specialize, as we bring the talk to the chefs, what do we see? What do we get as chefs in this kind of program?
Because that's
what this kind of topic that we are talking about. What is occupational health?
Yes.
Doing in our place of work? As I told you, occupational safety and health is a system and a program. Now, every program has steps, has rules, has procedures, has documentation, has executions. Okay? What OSH looks at is your safety. First of all, if you're working in a hotel or a restaurant, how, in case of hazards, it is actually looking at hazard, as if it was looking at hazards of food, analyzing hazards of food poisoning. You understand? Food contamination, personal health. OSH is analyzing safety of workers, maybe by fire outbreak. the industry, the production, the kitchen, the manufacturing plant has caught fire. When we look at fire, OSH is looking, do you have fire extinguishers? This is what they always check when they come for supervision.
That's it.
Or inspection. They're looking, are you people well equipped with the fire extinguishers? Have you been trained by firefighters
How to use them?
How to use them? There is any. And in case there is any fire outbreaks, how do you put it off? Because you might be wanting to call one fire, how do you call it?
Fire emergency.
Yes. And then it is very far. It might take 30 minutes or even an hour to reach. Sometimes you can, by the time you call for that emergency, they don't have water. They are also fast running to look for where to refill their truck. And by the time they come, the whole building is finished with the team, with the workers, right?
Yes.
So before you even anticipate, you cannot just sit there and relax and wait. Let us wait for
firefighters.
Yes, to come and rescue us. Rescue yourself.
So what you're trying to say, Chef, what you're trying to mean, that even before we look at either jacket, boots, PPE, but where are you working, make sure you learn how to use the fire extinguishers that are planted on the wall. Because it is the first it is the safety you have to first understand, even before someone comes to rescue you.
You know, does the company provide training to staff? Do the company provide training skills? You know, these days, even when you're going to an interview, they ask you, do you have a firefighting certificate of fire? You understand? Police provide those certificates. Companies request for police
to come and
train on fire safety. When they are trained, you must certify them, give them certificate to make sure that whenever they are going, to make sure that at least they have the knowledge, and not only the knowledge, even the certification, that they are professionals in firefighting. They can even fight before that. And in that training, do you know what entails in that training? What entails in that training is those PPE you are saying. At what side, at what direction do you stand when fire is facing this side? You know, fire sometimes behave with wind.
Yes.
Wind directs the flow of fire. Oxygen or petrol, maybe it was gas. Gas is wind. Gas is air. If the fire starts from gas, outburst, and fire has caught the place, where the direction of the wind is blowing, that's where you see the fire.
That's where the fire would go.
Yeah, so at what point
direction
do you stand to put off such fire? That's firefighting technique, a training that those fire people. That's number one. Number two, how do we evacuate? Evacuation, evacuation. Evacuation, okujayo muntu, to remove someone who has been caught in the middle of fire. How do you, when the fire is all over the roof, or all over in the house, and someone is down there, is burning, how do we evacuate that person? Those are the type of trainings that the firefighters train, right? It is not that you'll just run there for far. Maybe they expect you to first of all go slow, go down, you crawl, check at where the wind is blowing which side, then you pass from a certain direction and you go through. You know, when it is gas, gas tend to evaporate. Gas tend to go up.
Yes.
So maybe you need to crawl and then maybe send a stick or a rope, or you crawl up to there and you pull by the leg. How do you evacuate? How do you evacuate the person who has been caught in the middle of fire? You understand?
Yep.
Those are the training that they give you, and they even certify you. Those procedures. They also train like assembly points.
Yes. Many people just see those
assembly point of fire.
Assembly point, and they don't know what is it all about. Yeah, somebody asked me when he was like, assembly point, do you always have an assembly here in the morning or in the evening? I'm like, nedda. It's not all about assembly.
So when firefighters are training, companies, hotels, restaurants, what and so on, big buildings, industries have what they call assembly points. And in those big buildings or factories or kitchens or restaurants or hotels, there is always a bell. Okay? Either there is an anti-smoke fire, whatever, alarm system, that whenever fire catches the place, the smoke, it will ring
to notify
everyone, and there will be an
fire outbreak.
You understand? Okay, do you set up such systems in your building? That is occupational health and safety. How people set up those kind of? You understand? How many workers, how many employers have such systems? Fire system.
No, that others have them but don't know how to use them. Let me be honest with you.
Yes.
These things, it's like now police can just, who has to provide those fire extinguishers to places? Is it by police or by?
Now, those things were supposed to be before the construction. As engineers come to assess the site, those things are supposed to be installed in the building even before it is completion.
The fire extinguishers.
Fire extinguishers, alarm systems, assembly points, fire blankets. You understand? There must be a plan where to put these things, like a plumber or like electrician. You are making brick and mortar, and then they are coming to do what?
You are saying that?
Yes, they come and start digging the wall where to put the pipes or put the. I understand.
Yep. So
that thing must be in the system even before the construction is done. And staff must be trained. It is not only for staff. It doesn't only protect staff. It also protects the owners.
Yeah. Because now we are talking about...
Because that is an hazard.
Yeah.
Or is into hazard or at workplace. It also protects guests, customers. That's the benefits of it. The benefits, it's also to protect the customers. It's also to protect the visitors, tourists, people who have just come to enjoy themselves. Not only workers.
Not only workers.
Even
because when it happens, it does not look for only workers.
No,
it works on whoever is in the premises.
Yes. When fire is burning a premise, it's burning a premise.
Yeah. It does not look
it's
for
not selective.
Who's in work.
It doesn't select.
Even boss, when you're there,
yes.
If
the boss is there, the boss is maybe also involved in the same thing.
But then, Chief, someone wants to know. Yeah, we have understood.
Yes.
That these things should be there. The fire extinguisher in your workplace. If it's not there, but you're working on fire, then it's high time you talk to the boss that we need the fire extinguisher. Either they can take one or two to be trained on how to use these things. And I guess this training may be for free. Unless otherwise. But that training may be for free. What I'm trying to mean is that in so many places, including mine.
Yes.
We don't have those fire extinguishers. So who has not done enough? Because we are going to reach at a point where we are burnt, and then the blame comes.
Now, the person who has not done enough is you, the investor. There's no time frame for that.
Yeah.
Still, you can do it.
Yeah.
You understand?
Still
you can do it. You get in touch with the authorities, and you do what?
You install them.
You install them. Yes. You install them. It is easy. You go to the fire fighting, whatever, with the police.
The knowledge Titus is giving me, you are also copying something. It does not only need you to take it that me, I'm just a chef. No, you as a chef, tell your boss that we need to have this fire extinguisher somewhere stationed, because we don't know when this will happen.
Fire extinguisher, fire blanket. You understand?
Yes.
There are some kitchens which are actually very dirty, that the oil keeps on forming and becomes like rubber. Or the oil keeps evaporating and collecting somewhere else. Or maybe within the burners. Or maybe within the grillers. Oil formation until time comes and that oil catches fire itself.
Remember, we are trying to explain your safety as you, the worker, on your job. Yes. We understand you should be aware that it starts with you. There are some things that you don't need to take for granted, like your safety.
Yes.
So we are trying to break it down for you. What are those things that you don't need to just overlook, and you look at them and you're like, tebinkwatako ewe kizimbe kikwata omuliro kikwate sinze nnyiniwo omuliro gunatuuka okukwata tegugenda kumanya nnyiniwo anyi atali nnyiniwo. Kakati njagala tutuuke ku bintu ebikunkwatako nganza omuntu.
Nja kutuukako
nedda nkimanyi bwonna nnyonnyola wano
bino tebikwatako
bangi nga bajja kitunuulira
tekukwatako
anti omanyi tusooka tutunuulira nnyo nosooka
tugende one by one.
Sooka owulire. We mostly look at I will learn, but I want us to understand.
We have a chef. Actually, it's called Newton.
Yes, he got burnt by bus.
He got burnt by bus. This is why he's my friend, he's my son. I trained him, I made him who he is. This is one of the reasons I'm talking about fire, number one. Because it has happened
in our house
to one of my sons. So I caution also the people outside there, the other chefs and cooks, to be very careful about OSH, occupational health and safety.
Yeah.
Because this is the cause of Newton's burning. This is the cause of why that chef got burned.
And we don't know where it is going tomorrow.
Exactly.
So
today is me, tomorrow is another person.
So it should start with you to be more precaution, to take more precaution about what are the safety that you need to apply even before you start working.
Okay. Number one was fire safety.
Yes.
Number two, I can give you is the electrical safety. Electrical safety is OSH comes for an inspection. They look at, you see, sometimes we work when we work next to uninsulated wires.
Bulungi nyo ozimu tuzisibako na buveera.
And you just put a buveera.
Somewhere we just put salt tape.
You do not report this to maintenance or report this to authorities or to your bosses that this wire is live.
Is live.
The tools and equipment which are there are shocking. You understand? And it shocks you.
And you start thinking, whenever we mop,
yes,
there is electricity shocking.
It's shocking.
Whenever I touch on the fridge, there is electricity shocking.
Yes.
there are some naked wires
naked wires
somewhere.
Exactly. OSH is into those naked wires. OSH is looking at those naked wires. Whenever you are having such a situation, report.
And this is very common, by the way, in our mubiyungu byaffe.
Yes.
Do you understand that there are some, if kino kyenjogera ndukonda woza naawe okifeesinga, abamu mukwata ku baana, abamu mukwata ku credo, abamu mukwata ku bintu byonna byonna bye mukozesa eby'amasannyalaze nga there is that shocking. Ebiseera ebisinga abamu ne bwe muyingira mu kiyungu kyammwe with bare feet nga oba bali mu kukimwepinga, there is always that shocking.
Yes.
Even in some fridges, because fridges are fezimu, I understand they are broken down, but because this chanyogoza boss yajirekamu. So whenever there is that mopping,
you will ignore. Time will come when it will just stop shocking, but slap you. A heavy slap. You fall the other side. You understand? This is the reason why we are talking about OSH.
What do you need to do if you find yourself that you have a kitchen that has all these shocking, report. Let the electrician come. They will look for those naked wires wherever they are.
Yes.
Don't wait for the slap. We don't know whether the slap will leave you standing. It may put you down for good.
OSH looks at where the location of the circuit breaker. OSH look at the wiring system. Some of the houses or the buildings are even, you see the electricity poles, lines are crossing over the heads. So in case of anything, it can fall and everyone else is affected. So that's what Occupational Health and Safety looks at, electricity safety. How safe are the workers or people that are occupying that place from electricity? How safe are they from electricity? That one I stopped there. You said just small.
Salam alaikum.
Clap for me.
I love this electric safety. At least we have talked about the electric safety and you have truly understood that the electric safety comes with those shocking that you feel in your kitchen.
Yes.
Whenever they are mopping, whenever you touch on something, when your hands are wet, there is that shock. Please don't look at it as something simple. There is something that is coming because there is some naked wire somewhere.
Yes.
So,
number 3, we are looking at PPE. You talked about PPE.
Yes.
PPE, personal protective equipment. I have seen or entered some restaurants where chefs don't have uniform. Where chefs work with, you look for something to hold. They don't have gloves to hold hot items.
What is the use of a uniform when I know how to cook?
When you know how to cook, it is now. It is your right. We talked about labor, our labor rights, our rights as workers. I talked about union of workers. I talked about a labor union. Remember, we talked about Ministry of Labor to understand our rights.
Do you know that some of the chefs are putting on this jacket just for position because he wants to win a position? Bagambe nti no chef wuyo. But is not nga tachimanyi na kukimanya nti no alina okujambala kulwokuba eteeka limulagirwa ayambale jacket.
If I put on
do you believe that uniform, some chef put on that jacket just to win a position? If
I put on an army uniform, do I win a position in the army?
Even
Major General?
No. If it doesn't have
without training,
some puts on them.
No, winning without training or with the training.
You haven't found a chef who dresses very nicely in his jacket, but when you work at zero.
OSH has got nothing to do with your work output.
Okay.
You understand?
Yes.
OSH has got what?
Nothing to do with your work input. Output.
Yes. Your performance.
Yes.
Or at work. Those are KPIs. KPIs that are determined by the HR, not OSH. OSH is responsible for your safety.
No matter.
No matter whether you're hardworking or lazy, a lazy crap at work. But are you safe?
Yeah.
Are your rights being taken care of? That is not the work of OSH. Whether you're showing up or not. That's why I'm telling you, OSH protects not only workers, even the bosses, even the visitors.
For you who is watching, we are talking about OSH. We are telling you OSH is the occupational safety and health.
Yes. So I was talking about PPE, this. Protective gears.
Yeah.
Like gloves. Okay. You are holding a tray from an oven which is very hot. You don't have gloves, oven gloves to carry out or to remove that glove. You know, even part of your PPE can be if you are entering into a freezer, cold room. You know cold room?
Yes.
There are cold rooms as big as this room, this studio. And they're extremely cold. There's another kind of clothing you are supposed to put on. That keeps you warm and not allow that coldness. Because maybe that cold room or that freezer, -18 and beyond, maybe -32. If they leave you there for an hour or 30 minutes, you also remain frozen like this. You remain like this. You see, if you enter into that room and you take 30 minutes, you see these beards of yours, they will come with ice on them. Iced beards. Yeah, all this one, yeah, this is a wire. Crystal ice. So that's why there's a PPE. A protection equipment, a protection uniform that you're supposed to use when you are going inside that kind of cold room. You understand? Your headgear, like this one. This is one of them. Safety shoes. Safety shoes avoid falling debris, a falling knife onto your toe, a falling hammer, steak hammer. You are hammering a steak, and then whatever falls into your toe, you rather have a safety shoe that when it falls, it doesn't affect your feet. It hits the shoe, a metallic shoe, an industrious shoe with a metal on. You understand? So OSH wants that every employee has the necessary dress code, has the necessary wear for a certain type of job. Those people who are dealing in electricity, there's what they put on.
Yeah.
They have their kind of boots.
Yes,
they have their kind of overalls. Engineers.
And the
headgear, yes. Sometimes like welders, they have these goggles.
Glasses, yes.
Yes, you understand, to protect the eye from that.
The fire.
The
sparkling fire.
The sparkling fire, yes. So those are PPE for the workplace. In the kitchen, what are our PPE? The company must provide all employees with those kind of protective equipment to help them carry out their jobs or their duties well. There are no apron. You don't have apron. Maybe you are a steward. You are washing the whatever. Every time you are in water and water is pouring on you. You are working on a fire, hot fire. You need something to protect you and fire.
Just in case.
Just in case sauce pours, fires, whatever on your oil and so on. There must be a little bit protected like this.
That's why we find our chiefs are double breast.
Yes, that's why this jacket is double breast. To protect,
to give you
more safety.
Meaning, even these bosses who just buy a plain shirt and they label it and he gives you as a jacket should understand that Jacket is completely different from labeling it.
Jacket is different.
It should be double brace.
No, this double brace. One is for that safety. Two is that you can twist it. If this part becomes dirty, you can turn it, this side goes down, and this part which is inside comes out.
Which I don't want them to take as an advantage.
If you are going to meet the guest outside, if I was cooking with this first part, and the guest is calling me outside, and this part is dirty, I do not want to show a bad image of dirty.
Most especially for those who don't put on aprons.
Now, what I will do is to remove these buttons and re-button it like this, so that I put the clean part without me running again away
to change
the whole uniform. I can actually turn this thing upside down and I meet the guest. Within a short time, the order is out.
Hope you're understanding as to reason as to why some of these things you need to have them. There is no way someone will need to talk to someone who has prepared that food and you coming in a t-shirt.
Osh, that was number what? Number 3.
Number 3.
I think that was the part that you wanted more. For our colleagues to know.
Even them, that's where they wanted more.
But they also had also to understand.
No, they think when they find those those one on the walls,
the extinguishers.
The extinguishers. They think there is someone who is special to work on them. They don't know that that one is installed there. For you, if anything happens,
everyone
pull it there.
Is responsible.
Look for the trigger.
Everyone is responsible for their safety.
So that's what
when I was in the desert, okay, Naliko Mudungu, and actually there's some photo of mine that you saw. I had a gun. Yes. Now this is what they told us.
Was it among the protective PPE for you?
Yeah, it was a PPE. And did you know the motto there? The motto there. Look here. The motto there was doing difficult jobs in difficult places.
I thought you were just posing with it.
No, I was not posing it. I was working for a company called SK, Skyline Arabia. And their motto was doing difficult jobs, what? In difficult places. What difficult places?
War zone.
Full war zone. Now, in a war zone, you don't say that, I
thought you were equipped with your knife.
Look, a knife and a gun, which one is better?
In a close shot, a knife is better.
Look, now, you see.
When gun is good.
When the enemies come, you cannot sit and wait and say, for me, it's a kufumba.
I thought you were taken as a Red Cross.
You are waiting for, yes.
A chef should be taken as a Red Cross person even in a war. Because when they come, they will also need first eat something. So
in Gaza, they are bombing. In Gaza, they are bombing bakeries, what are so old schools. Hospitals. And you still say that, I'm doing soldier, let them protect me. Fight. What if the person that you thought was going to protect you dies? So the best thing is for you to learn how to use that thing. You never know, you might even be the one to save the situation. So if you are there working in that kitchen and you do not know how to use a fire extinguisher, what if fire broke out when you are the one at the time? You understand? That's the reason why it is everybody's responsibility to know how to use the fire extinguisher, to know how to use the blanket, to know how to use those PPE. Because safety starts with you. It doesn't start with another person. Our duty is to ensure that these things are being given to you. and you have been taught how to use them. And that you are working in a conducive place, your life is not in danger. OSH, number 5, I want to tell you, OSH comes even to inspect the type of kitchen, the tiles, slippery. You know, in some tiles, some kitchens, I want to assure you, they were not kitchens, they were rooms.
That's very true.
In homes. And the type of tiles that they put there are slippery tiles. Now, when you turn that house into a kitchen, when oil pours on the floor, when the whatever,
it becomes a circus.
It becomes circus. There's a most likely that you are going to slide. You fall, you hit your head. You either die or you find yourself broken in the hospital.
Yeah, that's very true.
So that is a workplace safety that is being monitored or put in place by OSH. And it is our right that OSH is fighting for. Workers' rights, workers' safety, workers' health and safety.
So without an excitement, please, before you enter into the kitchen, first understand your rights. Because it is for you, even before you think it is going to help your executive chef, rather it is going to help your boss, it should start with you. Yes. OSH is there to help you understand this.
Yes. We are together.
Very. Even them, they are together with us.
Yeah, those are called slip trips.
Yeah.
How slippery is the floor? When you pour soap and you're cleaning, is the tiles conducive? Are your boots matching the whatever? They are rubber soles. There's sometimes those PPE. Others are rubber soles, and some people they just bring nigina. In Israel, they call them yebo.
Others, they even just come with Rio gumboots.
Rio gumboots. Well, my first job, we were working with gumboots, actually, in the kitchen.
Gumboots?
Yes. Even now, people are using gumboots.
But
so the type is the gumboot. If you use gumboot and you have poured water there, or maybe the oil, can the rubber sole still grip the floor, or just like this? You understand?
They should.
So that's a part of occupational health and safety.
It was good that they removed the gumboots. Otherwise, someone was taking oil and sugar. You put 2 kg in 2 gumboots, 1 kg, 1 kg in gumboots.
So when we talk about safety, that is what we mean about your safety. Occupational safety. Then when we put that and health, now we are looking at the health. The healthy part of it. The healthy part of it, one is, how do you store chemicals? OSH is interested in how what?
How do
you store chemicals? You know that there are different types of chemicals. When I'm talking about chemicals, there are chemicals, maybe cleaning chemicals.
Yep.
For cleaning utensils, disinfectants. Those are all chemicals. There are also chemicals like for fumigation, cockroaches, okay, and so on. They are not for human consumption. And then when I talk about chemicals, I'm also talk about poisons. Poisons like for rats, rodents. Some of these things, we have them in our stores. And the same store has food. And in the same store, maybe they are not covered. When rat comes, pick this, go and mix into the other one. When whatever chemicals pour into food items, so you get contamination. So they want to see how do we keep safe these things.
Okay. Me with the chef status, if we really start explaining, it is you who will get tired. But we just have everything for you. But again, before we come back with that, let me first take you into our myth buster for today. Remember, it is proudly brought to you by Ideal Hospitality Consultancy. Ideal Hospitality Consultancy is the answer for you. You have your kitchen, you have your staff that really they are lagging somewhere. The answer is Ideal Hospitality Consultancy. He has all a team that can come to your place and they do, even if you need capacity building, they are good into that. So, let's go into our myth buster for today. Kashore. Did you know a good consultant only writes report? Anyway, that was our mythbuster for today, and it's proudly brought to you by Ideal Hospitality Consultancy. For anything you need in hospitality, Ideal is the answer. Catch you later. All right. Welcome back. That was our today's myth buster. Hope you've learned something.
Brought to you by?
It's brought to you by Ideal Hospitality Consultancy. And these people, when it comes to any kind of hospitality building, when you talk about hospitality building, it doesn't mean to build their entire facility, but money power. Sijui money power, sijui capacity building, sijui your chefs are really, they told you in the interview that they are good, but when you give them the actual worker, they are nagging. Yes, hospitality, Ideal Hospitality Consultants is the answer for you. It has done some work in me, and yes, Njikiriza, I started believing in them Munangi. After failing for the first time, for the second time, and for the third time. So I had also to hire hospitality, Ideal Hospitality Consultancy, and they are doing good work. So they should be immediate people to call when you feel like you're losing it. Don't accept lose. Status.
Yes.
Is everything okay?
Welcome back from that mythbuster.
From that Ideal mythbuster.
Yes. Brought to you by Ideal Hospitality.
Yeah.
Consulting.
So these people still want wali akyaliko nga akyayagala otuuke ku nsonga ye yennyini.
Yes.
There is something you haven't point. What you tanako nako, and he feels like he wants you to point on to that.
We looked at occupational safety.
We did.
And by the time we went for a commercial break, for that mythbuster, we had reached at health. And one of the health challenges that we pointed was chemical safety.
Yep.
Chemical safety, how we keep chemicals, the poisons, the disinfectants. You see, the soap can be mixed with the oil.
Really?
A soap can be mixed with a beverage. How they get, so all this OSH want to see is that these things are not kept in the same place. These things cannot relate to other or next to other. The same applies to Ideal, as you said. Ideal has been also very vocal when it comes to occupational health and safety. orienting workers, most especially if you have your restaurant, you have your hotel, and you want to consult with Ideal still can come and train on OSH.
Ideal can also come and train on OSH.
On OSH. Enlightenment, orient them what OSH stands for, and also give them that confidence in themselves, meaning that they can, it starts with them. Health, safety, start with them even before they report to any medical person or to any security guard or any authorities. You understand? It is part of what Ideal does.
Okay.
Leave alone the Mythbuster.
Yep.
Mythbuster is a consulting tool. A hibernation found within the segments of consulting. Okay? Let's look at emergency preparedness. Emergency preparedness is a health. It's a health tip. It's a health safety. In a workplace that does not have a first aid box. You know first aid box?
I do.
Whether it is in a factory, it is in a kitchen, housekeeping, hotel, catering, there must be a first aid box. Some companies go as far as hiring even a nurse, company nurse. The work of that company nurse is to give first aid. That's why there is a first aid box. In every transport company or transport, in the aeroplane, there is a nurse. In an aeroplane, there is a security person who sits among the people. You don't know it's security. You might think it's just also a passenger, but it's actually the security. In the aeroplane, there is a nurse. He sits within the passengers. Or maybe you think he's a hostess. Oh, she's a hostess. And actually, it's a doctor. You understand? For any outbreak, for any accidents that will happen within, you know, those things happen without a notification.
Yeah, sure.
In the kitchen, there must be a first aid box. When we are talking about emergency preparedness, it affects our health. I am working in the kitchen, a very sharp knife and so on, and I have cut my hand or my finger. In the first aid box, there must be a plaster. We must get some whatever for cleaning that wound, that cut. We tie it, we medicate it, we give first aid. Though before even we reach to the hospital and so on, we need something to contain the flow of blood and to cover the cuts to avoid tetanus spread. So all areas, the work of OSH is also to inspect, to ensure that all establishments have first aid box. First aid box must also contain tablets. Some of the tablets like painkillers. Iodine, you know iodine, for cleaning the wound. Spirit, plaster.
At least that.
Bandage. A bandage.
Even before you call a doctor.
Yes, even before you call a doctor, oh, you have been taken to the hospital. They also have to ensure that not only the first aid box, but also there is an easy way of evacuating person who has gotten an accident to the nearest medical center.
So where did this one help the chef?
Well, it helps the chef. That's why I was giving an example that the chef has cut the hand. Are you just going to see the blood? Hey, Bambi, it is blood.
And it is very common in the kitchen. Cutting.
That is why first aid box has to appear in there. So, and the chef, the people who work in the kitchen, someone must, maybe the head chef himself,
so
must be at least familiar with how to do first aid. First aid is taught to everyone.
So this is for bigger hotel or even for these restaurants?
Even restaurants.
Are they also practicing
Those are occupational places. Those are places that are occupied by workers. When we're talking about occupational health, we are talking about places that are occupied by workers.
It doesn't matter how the number of workers.
It doesn't matter the number. First aid. First aid, you think first aid only happen in big airplanes and whatever, even in buses,
no,
even in taxis,
that's what he
even
thinks.
In cars.
That's what he thinks. He thinks that he does not care about that because for them they are two.
In your car, there can even be a first aid box.
I've seen it even boot. In America there is.
At the boot.
Do I even have it?
Yeah, you have. At the boot.
I've forgotten.
At the boot, there is a first aid place where you put your first aid box. At the boot, there is where even you put the fire extinguisher. You know, some people suffocate. They maybe run out of oxygen.
Yeah.
And you are the only immediate
inhaler.
Yes. So you have to either mouth to mouth, make sure that whatever goes well, lay the person properly, things like that, or carry the person in the right way or manner. That is the goodness. This avoids
of
death.
Having some idea.
This avoids unnecessary death, unnecessary overbleeding. Some people, we work with them, they have a single. This is blue, they is called what?
Bayinachi? A single?
But it's a single.
Single.
This one, you just fall and you do like this. This a symbol, yeah, this one. But by the time epilepsy, by the time you
the epilepsy
you are someone is already there. But such a kind of person, it is not that he doesn't know how to do work. Maybe he's the most hardworking person, even in that kitchen. But you see, at the time that leprosy attacks him, he falls anywhere.
Yep.
He falls on fire, he falls on hot cooking oil, and he can get burnt. But you are the only person next to him. What are you going to do? You're just going to watch. Did you people report that there was a crack on the wall? For how long has this wall been cracked? And this wall is cracked and it wants to collapse, and your directors or employers still say that you work there in a house which is falling? Occupational.
You've reminded me something. I saw a crack somewhere in my kitchen. I should not for it to hit me.
Now,
because I'm always there 24/7.
If it falls on your staff, then their life actually at this moment, as we speak now, is at risk. OSH does not allow
I'm meaning
that.
your kitchen.
When
you guys, you may think I'm talking about my kitchen. I'm meaning your kitchen. There is a crack.
OSH is doing inspection, they are looking into those small details to see the safety and to prevent that kind of hazard, to prevent that kind of a happening that is uncalled for. What is a must? Is emergency lines must be available at reception.
What is a must? Emergency line. Yes, that one.
A fire emergency line has to be there, toll free.
Yes.
Police emergency line has to be there, toll free. Ambulance emergency line or the next nearest hospital's emergency line has to be in that. OSH wants to see that all these establishments have this contact for evacuation purposes.
We still need to do double checking. Do these people really practice? Do even these boss know that these things are supposed to be done there?
most of
all their
people,
work is to drain.
most of them just know the number of DPC so that they can call police
Because they are,
handle mishandle the employee who was
thank you.
but not
Most
take
of
care
them,
of the employee.
most of them, they have the number for DPC, just in case there is an employee who has gone with an onion.
Yes.
And he's like, mbaputwale bamudiscipliningiremoko.
Yes. Asoka sule walabe. Why is OSH responsible? Why is OSH even following up with this? Because OSH found that at the end of the day, most people do not, their lifespan. Achaline miaka asatu mkaga nao akabo mugo. Alinge ya miaka nkaga. It's just, a 36-year-old is crying like he is 65. Yeah?
Reason being overload.
Manual, yes, overload. Manual handling. The way you are using your back to carry heavy equipments, duty equipments, which is not meant for your back. OSH helps. OSH wants to see that at least you have a trolley to push. OSH wants to see that at least you have a lift, a forklift. I am looking at workers, our chefs who are working there, outside there, in bad conditions, in poor environment, in whatever they are complaining. They do not know, they don't understand that whatever that you are complaining on is actually OSH that they need to put in place. They need also to guide their bosses. They need to task their bosses about OSH. Why OSH is important.
Yeah.
Manual
it helped both sides, by the way. It helped the boss.
It helped the boss and also helped the employees. We have talked about fire safety.
Yeah.
We have talked about emergency preparedness. We have talked about PPE, personal protective equipment. We have talked about accident reporting and recording. Okay. We have talked about electricity safety. We have talked about slip trips, the flow.
Yes.
We have talked about manual handling. We have talked about chemical safety.
Yes.
Because of maybe time, we want to talk about kitchen safety, about knives, hot surfaces, cooking equipment, hot oils, and so on. There is also food safety and hygiene. It also falls under OSH, by the way. And it is handling about storage, cooking, and sanitation, how you dispose your garbage.
Yes, yes.
And the cleanness of the place. So to avoid outbreak of any foodborne illness, which is part of HACCP. And we may conclude with that. Okay?
Yeah.
So all these combine about 10 points for today. Thank you, viewers, and thank you for being with us. OSH is the answer to the complaints that you have been bringing about the mistreatment at work. The working conditions are very poor. The bosses only want money. They don't want to listen to your their cries. Such conditions. All this is found under OSH. OSH is a segment which has been there since 1919. ILO actually established and follows up what? With the OSH. The UN, which also follows up with the World Health Organization, public health, and so on. Then we have World Food Program, which also follows up with the HACCP. All the things, majority of them are based in Geneva, Switzerland. I don't know why Switzerland is the headquarters of all this, but it is much more, Switzerland.
I've heard of, I hear it. I don't know it, but I hear it.
You have heard of Geneva?
Yes.
Geneva is the headquarters.
Is it not even the
capital? Switzerland. So all this, what we have been discussing in the 3 episodes, the head office, the headquarters is in Geneva, Switzerland.
Wow.
Back to you, my boss.
That was just something that is truly, really interesting to you who understand that your profession is not for just. There are things that you have just been looking at them and you ignore, or maybe even your boss doesn't know them. So it is you to make them understand. And it's very easy because it's helps both sides. OSH helps both sides. So let's do not underlook some of these things. Let's practice them. It takes nothing. And it takes no minute for this to happen. So don't wait for tomorrow. Start now. Complaints have been heard, and enough is enough. Actions are now they are going to sound more clear than the words that you've been complaining about. I remain Chef Magara Haruna, the Director General Pizzeria, and your host, Chef Talk Uganda, with my elder brother, the Chef Timothy Titus, the Director Heidi, Hospitality Consultants.
Yes.
Thank you, my brother.
Thank you, viewers. Thank you, Nimaro Court. Thank you, Palchis. Thank you to Ole's studio. Thank you, producer Rashid, and thank you behind the camera, none other than influencer Enteve's finest buy. Thank you, our viewers, our students, our employers, hospitality gurus, all managers in hospitality, all chefs, cooks, students, enthusiasts, restaurateurs. Big up to you, Chef Talk. Chef Talk is always here to share with you, to discuss you. If you have information that can help the nation, grow the nation, come to Chef Talk. Let's share, let's digest, let's build the nation. This is our nation. God bless you. God bless you all.
Salute.